Welcome back, everybody. We're in the kitchen now with Chef Jody. She is from The Laundry in Fenton. I think it's one of the best restaurants in the region. And we're talking about a family classic mac and cheese,
Mac
right?
and cheese, Joel, yes.
Now, you guys make it like nobody else makes it that I've had, which is so good.
A lot of cheese in there, a lot of love.
Yeah, a lot of love. Yeah,
lot of
because of
love.
you. She grew up in Canadian roots. We've established before at the apron strings of her grandmother, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me how your mac and cheese is different, and what do you got going here today?
Right here I have a bechamel, which is the sauce that starts the mac and cheese. It starts with a little butter. We have some garlic and shallots in there, and then we add flour, so that creates a roux, and that's our thickening agent. Then we pour in the milk, and we season it with a little bit of cayenne, nutmeg, and a little bit of white pepper. And then we get that all nice and thick, and then we add our cheese and put the noodles in there, and then we bake it off.
Oh, wow. Now, you wouldn't think you'd put nutmeg in mac and cheese, so you've got several layers of flavor going on there.
Yes, this is called a bechamel, and it's a classic white sauce. It's used for a base. It's one of the mother sauces, so it's used for a base for many different, like an Alfredo and things like that.
It sounds delicious. Now, what about the cheese part?
The cheese part, we use a Vermont cheddar for our classic mac and cheese. We have two different kinds on the menu. That's a pinconning.
Oh, all right.
I just brought this along to show you that, the great thing about mac and cheese is you can personalize it and make it anything you want. You can add a blue cheese. We have a brie. We have a goat cheese here. Over here we have a Gouda, and then we have, our Michigan pinconning. So
we're partial to pinconning cheeses since they're in our region. Now, is that right here?
Yep, that's the orange one. Yes,
the orange one right here. And some of the other cheeses you got going on there. So you can kind of personalize your own. You don't have to do the thing out of the box.
No,
and
absolutely
just
not.
Go like that.
Later on in the show, I'm going to show you how we do our skillet mac, which we serve at night. And that has little pesto in it, has some shrimp, so it's really flavorful.
Anything else we should know about what's going on at the Laundry right now? You can hardly get a seat on Saturday nights, I can tell you that much.
Well, we are quite busy.
Yeah.
We have just put a garden in the backyard. Yeah, we have 5 raised beds. We're growing our own tomatoes, herbs, flowers for our tables, so it's really cool. I'm going to be able to go out in the back and pick whatever I want and use it for that day.
Great concept. You know it's fresh if you picked it, and if you want more information about the Laundry, it's on Shiawassee Street there in Fenton, a real cute little area called Dibbleville. Their website's called lunchandbeyond.com. Thanks, Jody. We'll check back with you in just a moment. Jason?
Our day.
Welcome back, everybody. We're with Chef Jody Brunori. She is from The Laundry. It used to be called the French Laundry, but now it's just The Laundry there in Fenton and Dibbleville, kind of a historic section of Fenton.
Yes.
And what a restaurant that is.
Well, thank you.
You are to be commended because it's so unique, Nothing like The Laundry, but one of the things that they're famous for, perhaps you've had mac and cheese at your house out of the box. Well, she does it like nobody's business, this mac and cheese. And tell me a little bit about your mac and cheese. What makes it special, Jody?
Well, this has been on the menu for 15 years.
Yeah.
And we start with a bechamel, which we made the first half of the show, and that's a white sauce. And then we put loads of Vermont cheddar in there.
It's all about the cheese.
It's all about the cheese, for sure.
Now, you've got right next to that is your variation of a mac and cheese, but it's a green color. Explain why that is.
This has pesto in it. This is on our dinner menu. This is our shrimp skillet mac, and we used rotini noodles opposed to the elbow macaroni. And then we have some pesto, a little bit of feta cheese in there. We're topping it with shrimp, and when we come back later, we're going to have some chips and some cheese on top of that. It's going to be gorgeous.
Now, is that a dinner thing or a lunch thing, or how would you eat that?
This comes out just like this in this nice little skillet for dinner. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a wonderful thing. Now, what is it about mac and cheese that you think people can relate to? Because everybody likes mac and cheese, it seems like.
The thing I like about mac and cheese is people can relate to it. It's familiar to them, but you can make it your own. We have different meats here. We have some bacon, some roasted chicken, a little bit of pulled pork, kielbasa. And then you can even use different cheeses. We have some Maytag blue cheese, some brie, some Gouda over there, some goat cheese, and of course our pecanning.
It's all very Gouda.
Joel.
Little joke there. Very good, Jody.
Thank you, Joel.
The Laundry.